Wait, did you just choose something? Because I'm the only one who's allowed to choose things.
We have not chosen anything
Okay,
yet.
good.
I'm going to edit all of this out. Unless I forget. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's Finite MTG. I'm Max. This is Jackson.
I'm Julia.
She's also here technically. And we are back this time with a draft sim of Throne of Eldraine, which comes out, I think, on Magic Online and Arena on Thursday. So
His birthday.
Crazy, I thought it was Wednesday.
Almost.
Almost.
It might be Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday, though.
You're
And-
probably right.
Yeah, we'll see. We're just going to go through and try to figure out what we would draft here. It's going to be some practice for us, some practice for you guys. I also just played in a Magic Online Championship Series event today, so make sure you check that out too. I'm not going to tell you whether or not I did particularly well,
Whether or not he went
He
9-0
sucked
with
ass.
8 mythics in his 6-pack sealed pool.
but what I did do is I replied to the Magic Online Twitter post about the prize structure with a picture of what you see when you click on the prize structure button, which is 5 play point. So I did win 5 play point technically, but let's see.
What does that mean? Is that like $5?
It's like 50
50
cents. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So in this pack, we've got Ayara. Don't know how to say that card's name.
Aorta.
Don't think that's it. That's a rare, and it's a cool card, but I don't really want to force black that heavily. I'm looking at Archon, Dragonfire. I don't think Pathlighter. Maybe Pathlighter is almost as good as Archon. What do you think?
I really like Pathlighter more, and the only reason is because I feel like there are kind of a lot of Windrakes in the format that you want, and it just makes having a 3/2 flyer worse. And then there's the 5-mana 3/4 flyer in white as well.
That's valid.
It's still a really good card, and in general I like 4-mana 3-power flyers more. But it really depends. If you can get the adventures going, you're always going to want Mysterious Pathlighter.
Right. That's kind of the reason that I didn't like it, actually, at least in this pack, just because it feels like it does less, like the Archon does more on its own, where the Pathlighter, you really do need adventures to take advantage of it. That said, I think Dragonfire might just be the pick. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Got like nothing down here.
It feels a little bit like a little bit of a cop-out almost to take it, but I don't know. I think I would be between the Archon and the Dragonfire here.
Yeah, and just to clarify, when we're talking about this pick, we're not thinking about the red card for the sake of like not passing a white card and putting someone else into white and worrying about pack 2. There are multiple reasons for that. First one, we're drafting with bots,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't make no sense.
And then second of all, I just don't think that's as important as taking the best card. I don't think you want to get into this like very interactive form of drafting where you're like worrying about putting people into other colors and like hate drafting and that kind of thing.
Oh, hate draft is all that I do.
I agree. Okay, so we've got some nice green, white, gold cards here. I assume you really dislike Rally for the Throne.
Don't just assume things.
That's correct. I hate
3
that
mana
card.
Raise the Alarm. Yeah, it's awful.
It's pretty trash.
I assume you don't want any of the commons here.
Yeah, I really think that the horse is solid, and I think the Elder is pretty good too. Elder is really good at ramping because you can hit a 5-drop on turn 4 even if you miss your 4th land drop.
Mm-hmm.
And it has somewhat acceptable stats.
Do you think you're really playing like more than 2 colors though?
No, it's just going to be a 2/2.
Yeah, at least the majority of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you thinking just Wandermare is like probably the best card in the pack, and just regret passing that?
Right,
Adventure
it
Windrake?
does feel a little bit bad. But yeah, I think it's fine to take the horse. I don't know 100% if it's better than the mana guy, but
Let's take the
That's
mana
pretty
guy.
good.
I think it's more interesting to play with rares,
Mhm.
And I think there are a lot of 5-drops in this format that you would like to ramp into.
Yeah, and there are a few 6s too if you do hit your land.
I guess we're taking a Wonder Mare either
I
way.
think we are. Yeah, that seems about right.
So no exciting red cards to go with the Dragonfire still.
Right, Vantress is really good,
Yeah.
but no.
The castle, not the paladin.
Correct. The Paladin's still, I think, fine if you're heavy blue. You know, if you're casting a cryptic command costed 3/3 flyer, that's solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's no phantom monster, right? That's just 3 and a blue for a 3/3 flyer. What do you think of Venerable Knight? It's a good card, right?
I think it's fine. The issue that I've seen is like the knight decks I've seen aren't reliable.
Mhm.
You can't get consistent aggression, and I just kind of hate 1-drops in general if you can't get really good early game.
Makes sense, yeah. I mean, there are very few 1-drops that are good without being super aggressive, maybe like a Llanowar Elves or something, but
Yeah.
I'll take a Wonder Mare. Ooh.
Lips.
There's another solid gold card here for us. I don't know how greedy we're about to get.
Hopefully not that greedy.
Don't you just want to take the best ones? Why would you worry about being greedy?
Well, you could end up with a bunch of cards you can't play, so
Oh.
that's not ideal.
But at the same time, you don't want to take cards that are bad because you're too afraid of
Right.
like pivoting. So
Mhm.
it's a delicate balance, I guess.
I mean, Outflank is okay. It feels early to take it. But I don't love anything.
I think 2 mana 1/2 lifelink with flying is probably just. I mean, I guess it's playable, but it's not like exciting, right?
Oh, it's definitely not good, even, I would say.
I think I would actually rather take the Pixie, crazy as that is.
It's fine.
I think it's just too good.
It's just because you think she's hot.
We're staying open, aren't you happy?
Staying
Like,
open?
yeah, we're taking a good card instead of. That's the thing that you were advocating
Yeah,
for.
true.
Okay.
I guess.
Sure. So
Um,
clearly we take the Fires of Invention. Easy.
I think we should do not that. Because that's stupid.
Uh-huh.
I mean, none of these cards are good, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's kind of a
Lost
nightmare.
Legion is almost certainly the best card, I think.
Yeah, I think the Wolverine is like up there as well, but it has to be specifically in blue-red.
Yeah, and Runaway Together is solid too, and also uncastable, so.
Well, we do have one partially blue card right now.
Yeah, I would probably go for it.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's a good card. It's not something I'm happy to take here, but we'll see. So I guess we're taking Vantress Paladin. Nothing else here, right?
Ew, but like also, yeah. I've noticed that there are a lot of bad cards in this set.
Yeah, specifically in this pack.
So I like Acolyte a decent amount here.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The Griffin is cool, but we're probably not blue-red. We do have one red card. I think Acolyte probably makes more sense.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time is great, but like, it's a lot less great. And
Yeah, I think it's still a solid card, but
it's still really good, and it might be wrong not to take it here, but I just like having fixing.
I don't think I would take it here.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're taking the Witching Well. Do you agree with that?
It's fine. Oh my god.
Pretty easy vision here. This card's really good. So I figured out that the Scry 3 happens after the draw,
It does.
Oh, the Scry 3.
That is
huh?
how cards work.
but is it time for the turtle?
It's time for the second.
It's time for the
Wander
turtle.
Mare.
You want to splash a 3/3 with no
Yes.
adventures?
Oh my
I guess
God.
we have
We're
the
gonna pick
What
Acolyte.
does
so many
splash
adventures.
mean?
Splash is when
Splash.
you play another color, usually a third, just like a tiny little bit of it, for
Oh.
a small number of very powerful cards.
Yeah, I definitely like the Wonder Mare here, though.
Really?
I think passing a turtle is like such low opportunity cost to taking the Wonder Mare.
So what's the
Yeah.
idea? The idea is we're still maybe in white?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is my idea anyway.
We
We
could
do have
take the Rider, which
two
goes in
cards.
either deck.
Yeah, but it's also disappointing.
But we have no 2-drops, so well, I guess we have the Rider, or I'm sorry, the Pixie. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could work. I believe.
It just
that the
didn't
Wonder
feel
Break
like
can
white was
work.
open at all.
Well, then it'll be open back too.
And I liked our blue cards.
Well, I don't like Turtle. I
I
don't
like
want
Turtle.
to play that regardless.
Shut up, we're playing.
I think I'm going to take the Rider,
Okay, I'm gonna hold this against you for the rest of the draft.
only if white's open. Okay, rewarded. I think I like the Paladin here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Oh boy, I love my second copy of that.
Okay, some nice sideboard pickups there.
There's another Once Upon a Time. There's a Tactician.
Wow.
That would be great in a green-white adventure deck.
One good white card and it's a common in the yeah, I'm thinking just the Once Upon a Time is probably the best thing for us here. Slaying Fire is a good card. We could end up splashing it. We do already have a Dragonfire.
Yeah.
We have Acolyte for fixing.
Yeah, we only have one Acolyte right now, so I don't love taking it.
Yeah, Pixie's not fixing.
I think Once
Pixie
Upon a
is
Time is fixing it.
Okay, nice. But did you hear my Pixie joke?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I heard it.
He really didn't want to acknowledge it.
So blue looks really open in this pack.
There is like a playable white card. Is that what you're getting at? The Youthful Knight?
Silver Flame Square is not bad.
Yeah, I guess it's fine, but it's not like actively good. Are we taking a 7-mana draw for it?
No.
Or are we taking an unplayable 2-drop? We've got 2 of them to choose from.
Yeah, I think we take the 7-mana draw for and then don't play it.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Wait, can I do one? Just like whatever I want.
Fave Wishes.
Love.
Suddenly rewarded for
Having a card that we're not going to put in their
exactly
deck.
right.
Yeah.
I think the card is actually fine. 2-mana 1/4 flyer, like that blocks pretty well. It's got a cool ability, and once again, I like playing with rares when the set is brand new. There's really nothing else here, unless we're taking a Signpost Scarecrow to splash our red removal, but I don't think that's happening. Someday, if I ever get enough followers, there will be a frog demote. Potentially a frog champ, we'll see.
Gross.
Okay.
So we take this right?
We
I think
take
it
the
looks
Sir.
really good.
So we took a great blue uncommon, and we got past a great blue uncommon, so something. Too bad we didn't play white.
Yep. I'm still sad about it.
Passing a Tome Raider, not a Tomb Robber, mind you. That's a different Magic card.
Huh.
But
Tomb Raider's also a game.
right.
Movie.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the movie's based on the game, to
Oh,
be
it
fair.
is?
Yeah.
Do we take the Kenrith's transformation, or do we just take the Spooter?
See, I would, but
Guys,
you
no.
said you don't like it.
wanna
I
be on
don't like
camera.
it.
You're on camera.
Yeah, but I want to be on the chair and on camera.
This chair is very small. and there are 2 people
Just sit on
it.
his lap, and then I'll sit next to you
This
guys.
part's actually getting edited out.
A lot of this is getting edited out, my guy.
I think we just take the Spider here.
That's fine. So I think we take this giant opportunity.
We have like 0 foods.
Yes,
Why are
but
you
this
right
is
here?
this is our
'Cause I
giant
can't see them.
opportunity to get the foods.
Wait, food?
Yeah, food.
Does it heal you? Because
It
I
does,
like
that's
cards
correct.
that heal.
Yep.
Well, those cards are usually bad, but in this case, they're a little different because they have more to do with synergy than healing. At least when they're playable. Yeah, so we have, I think, 0 food cards, something like that. The rest of these cards are pretty replaceable, and this
What's
can
not replaceable.
a 3-mana 7/7.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Probably not going to play
It
that one
can't be
either.
replaced after it's bounced. to
Oh,
your hand.
you know what that one's good with? It's another good card for the Fae of Wishes. Another nice unplayable spell.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
In case we desperately need to pay 11 mana to gain 6th life.
I assume you want the cabin here?
Mm,
We just picked up a food card.
it's
Wait, get the heads.
fine.
That's
The
so
heads.
creepy. Oh my God.
What's better, the heads or the lips?
Yeah.
They should get married.
Oh, the cabin's kind of bad in a deck that plays like multiple Vantress Paladins.
But what are we doing? Taking Merfolk's Secret Keeper?
Yeah, we can take it. I just don't think it'll make the deck.
Oh, I doubt it. Well,
Oh.
yeah, pretty easy opt.
Mm-hmm. Is this back 3?
No, fortunately.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
That technically
Food.
makes a food.
Yum yum.
Let's get the food.
This makes a food.
Yeah, get that one.
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yorvo. I think we take the
Wait,
Wandermere.
you have to
Yeah,
get the
probably
pie.
Wandermere number like 3 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Max, get the pie.
I do love bacon to a pie.
But we're
You
very
do?
much not black, right?
There's a witch
Oh,
stalker
there is a
though.
witch stalker.
That's probably just better than Yorvo, right?
Unfortunately, I think so. I don't think we're that green.
Pie card, obviously.
So obviously 3 mana 4/4 is better than 4 mana 4/4, but we're taking into consideration the fact that we have a bunch of double blue, not to mention a bunch of cards that say like adamant for blue. So even though like this is not even a 3 mana 4/4, it's a 3 mana 4/4 at a minimum. It's usually not coming out right on turn 3. So
And even the Witch Stalker in this deck might not be coming out on turn 4, which makes it a little awkward, but is definitely the best card.
yeah, you're right. It's probably coming out turn 3. We do have the Pixie. Okay.
I would take the one.
It's not digital.
Over the wait, what?
Yeah.
There are 2 great blue cards in the pack.
But Once Upon a Time's worth over $10. Realistically, I think you take the Charm Sleep.
Yeah, I agree. I think Sprite is a really close second, though. Like, I think the
Yeah,
cards are
it's
very
strong.
similar
Yeah.
power level. But yeah, let's
We
take
also
it.
are playing green blue and thus don't have very much removal.
Right, exactly. Looks like an easy Garenbrig Paladin to me.
Yeah, that card is still okay without the Adamant, which is good because we will never be casting the Adamant.
I mean, depending. We could lean
We
heavier
will
green than blue.
absolutely never,
Okay,
because
whatever.
we're not playing any matches with this deck.
I guess we take 3 mana leak over 5 mana 2/4 fly. I mean, we have opt.
Could
We have
also
the.
take the Prophet, top out our curve.
Uh,
I think it's kind of okay as a card in general.
yeah, I agree. It's okay. I'm just not sure that's where we are. Let's cut some of these and look at how many playables we have. So we are looking at 18 playables. We've got 1, 2, 5 mana cards, a couple 4 mana cards. So maybe Prophet is reasonable.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't like the worse Convolute very much.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. It's not strictly worse by any
No, it's
means, but
certainly not.
I think this card's the best in the pack. Do you agree?
The
Yes.
Foulmire?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I mean, it's
It's
great,
a very
right?
strong card.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we take a Frogify.
Yum. So now we take another Vantress Paladin.
Maybe.
I honestly think so.
You think it's better than Scarecrow?
Mm-hmm.
I think Scarecrow is going to be one of those cards that like looks very bad and like is somewhat decent.
I mean, it's better than Pillar Field Ox.
It's better than Prismite. That's what really.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thick Prismite. I like that didn't say please here.
Over the Dispute?
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think the real question is this deck playing the counter spell at a point where the opponent's going to have 3 extra mana?
Right.
It's not a fast deck.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Not sure though.
Oh, punished.
A little bit. We could take the egg. Guess it's just going to be a paladin. We're going to cut a lot of these, I hope.
egg. Come on. Egg is
I would
only
take the
one
second cancel over
Really?
the egg. I mean, over the paladin. We have 3 paladins already.
But if we just go like super heavy blue, then they all get so much better. 4 mana 3/3 flyer is like quite good. That said, I don't know how often it'll be that, but we can
Yeah, you're right.
try.
Yeah, we may as well go for it. So I think it's a pretty easy Wandermere here.
Just taking this extra. Okay, this card's playable.
That one's fine.
Um,
None of these cards are good.
uh,
That one's okay. Sure.
I don't know. Okay, but I think we have a number of good cards already, fortunately.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we also have a number of awkward and bad cards.
Yeah, playset of Vantress Paladin is something to behold.
That is something for sure. I don't love Double Rider, but I guess it's not terrible. I generally dislike the spider, but I've actually seen a lot of flyers in this set, so I don't hate it. It's very good at walling them.
Okay, 24 cards right now. The deck actually seems pretty decent.
Yeah, it seems okay to me. Weak points are the fact that the Witch Stalker is double green.
Yeah, but that is our only double green card.
Yeah. I generally like it though, because the issue is we almost always want triple blue on turn 4 for 4 Vantress Paladins, which makes having a 4-drop that costs double green kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But it also gives us something to cast when we didn't draw our 3rd island for the Vantress Paladin, because we have both of them in our hand.
Do you like cutting a rider here?
I personally think it's fine. This deck isn't going to be aggressive. We don't love 3/1s, I think.
Yeah. I also think reducing the number of times we need green mana at turn 2 is better. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is basically what the deck's going to look like. Might as well add lands just for the sake of it.
Sure.
So, what are you thinking? Like 10-7, maybe?
I would go harder than that, I think.
You would go 11-6?
I think I would.
11-6 with the Witch Stalker, then?
Yeah. We still have, once we get a single green, we have Once Upon a Time, which we theoretically don't even need a green for. But we also have Acolyte and the Pixie to get a 2nd green.
I thought you were talking about using the seasonal ritual. And I was like,
Yeah, you're gonna have to cast it first. But yeah, I think trying to run 10-7 with essentially 4 triple blue cards is really bad, because I think you lose a ton of games where you spend your 4th turn playing a 2/2 flyer.
yeah, I think you're basically right, and I tend not to like running 11 sources of one color, but I think this format is unusual.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I've ever done that in any deck that I've previously built, but
Yeah, it seems right.
right.
Yeah, all right, well, I'm glad we talked about that, because I thought that was somewhat unintuitive. Okay, well, that's going to be the deck. Unfortunately, it's not super easy to look at, so hopefully you guys remember some of the cards. But hopefully you had fun watching us dive into this. The bots were a little bit unkind to us in the second half of Pack 3, but otherwise I think things went pretty well. Kind of glad we didn't play white, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure all of us are.
It wouldn't have worked out very well.
So you were just trying to see how you would draft it? This wasn't even
Yeah,
before a game?
correct.
Hey, this was very useful, and I'm sure all the
Extremely.
people who stayed with us this long felt the same.
Okay.
I don't know that, but I hope they did.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. Hopefully, you got something from our early opinions about some of these cards, and more importantly, one of the most important things in the format that we've identified so far
Is how many Wandermares you can draft.
is how many lands of each type you're putting into your deck, because Adamant is a very real thing. There are a lot of double colored cards, and there's a real tension there and a lot of opportunity cost going on. All right, well, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon. And I'm going to edit everything out.